Oops, a daisy. Just get that in focus.
Set your notifications, governor.
G'day. A couple things before the Raptors take on Detroit today. Kind of cool day for everything going on in Raps Nation. You can see I got my Devin Booker versus the Raptor backdrop here. Don't forget to vote. Now today, when I got up, it was super exciting because I'm a fan first. I'm looking online at some YouTube stuff, and look what I find up there is that we get some cool, fresh rumors. The Magic are reportedly looking to move Bamba. And it's not surprising because Wendell Carter Jr. and Bamba have been competing for a job there. And I saw two of my favorite YouTube fan channels, The Warts Report and NBA Chef, both had videos discussing this. Both of them did a great job of it. Watch and like those videos. But what I want to say is I'm just going to throw out devil's advocate here. I'm not saying that Bamba won't get moved. I'm just saying that if you watched my video on the Magic ages ago about Weltman Stables, where he's assembled in one season, he was my GM of the year last year. In one season, he assembled this incredible, this is Jeff Weltman, ensemble of not just prospects, but I'm telling you, like, thoroughbreds. Weltman has a ton of guys. We all know Jalen Suggs wound up there with Franz Wagner this year as well. So Weltman moved Gordon, Vucevic, and Fournier and got great returns all in one season. Look at their lineup. So they got Isaac, who's coming back soon. They got Bamba. Their mentor for their bigs is Robin Lopez. And they got Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., Chuma, who's starting to develop, all talent here. Now, for some reason, when a team has two star players at a position, everyone thinks they're going to trade one. That's ridiculous. Having multiple guys at the same position causes competition on the lineup for minutes, but it also makes it so that you have a solid player on the court at all times. That's why sixth mans are so valuable in the NBA. And not only that, we're starting to see teams play multiple bigs at the same time. If you think Bamba's getting moved just because Wendell Carter Jr. is doing well, I promise you this. Weltman is under no pressure to move Bamba, and he drafted Bamba just like he drafted Pascal Siakam and Jakob Poeltl for us before we saw him go to Orlando in exchange for a second-round pick. Weltman will not move Bamba easily, and he will not move him just because he's got two good bigs. He's in no rush to make the playoffs. He's tanking this year, and he's developing players. There's no rush for Weltman. This is yet another rumor started by Woj behind a tree, telling people, hey, Bamba's available. Well, everybody's available. Like, you can talk to any team about anyone. That's how DeMar got traded. Like, things just come up. He's not untouchable, but I just don't see him moving for nothing. Isn't this potentially the same rumor mill that brought us Jalen Suggs or bust? And everyone was shocked when we took Scottie? Let me remind you of a lot of the rumors this summer when another team got one of the biggest names in free agency. Everyone assumed the draft would change because why would you want two good guys at the same position? Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Jarrett Allen, Evan Mobley, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I want to tell you, if you think that you can only play one big on the floor at one time, think again. The NBA is changing. These clips come from a pretty much healthy Jazz team from the other night. Gobert was missing. Okay, here we are. We got Jazz with everybody but Gobert back. Turnover. Markkanen. Look at the effort on Markkanen. Then we get this pass from Mobley to Markkanen to Allen.
Just keeping it bounds back to Markkanen, and he lays it in.
They play volleyball.
They're absolutely playing volleyball in Cleveland, and they were hoarding bigs. They released Taco Fall the other day. That's who we might want to go get. When they signed Jarrett Allen, everyone thought they would pass on Mobley. They went out and got Markkanen after drafting Mobley. This just shows you the NBA has changed. Length that can run the floor is in high demand. Raptors fans do not feel entitled. Cleveland is not going to give up their playoff spot easily. Darius Garland, his first triple-double in this game. It's because they're hard to guard. Do you guys really think Mo Bamba's going to go up and down the court like this? Throw into that the fact that Markkanen is on fire and one of these three guys is on the floor all the time. Potential sixth man of the year, Kevin Love, is their sixth man. Looking energized, and then you got Mobley. Kobe Altman, GM of the year potentially.
Straight up. Don't come in here with that stuff.
Their size, they're going to be saying that a lot in Cleveland. Raptors fans, this spot is not going to be given to us. We have to go out and take it. Earn it. Because Cleveland's not going down easily. They are a young group, a long group, putting in the effort at both ends of the court. Like when Markkanen does this, it's a playoff omen. So if you think for 1 second that Cleveland is a spot that's easy at 6th here. Think again. None of these spots are easy ahead of us. We're sitting in 8th for a reason. We've been playing well. And a lot of teams are of the same caliber as us. We're going to have to earn our spots. Cleveland is not just going to fall out of this. No one's going to give up their spot here easily. Remember what I said about Taco Fall? He's on the market, and he can run the floor. I think that's what's different about a guy like Fall and Bamba is we want the height and the wingspan, but we want a guy that can run the floor. So like Bol, who Detroit just gave up. And this is, speaking of Detroit, we face them tonight. Here's a team who is assembling tons and tons of bigs that can run the floor. And as their mentor that they brought in, amazing job by rookie GM Troy Weaver, who brought in Olynyk as kind of the mentor for these young guys. They got another year on Jeremy Grant. And then look at the other bigs they got. They got Diallo, who can play up from the forward spot. He's having a good year. You got Jackson, Isaiah Stewart, Sadiq Bey, Bol just comes in, and then Garza. And then I was like, hold on. There's a guy missing here that I absolutely love, and he wasn't on their list. And I'm like, he should be listed as one of their two-ways. And I'm like, did they release the guy that I have my eye on? His name's Balsa Koprivka. He's not even listed on any team. He's from Serbia. I'm like, where the hell's Balsa? Here's why I got my eye on him. Notice his jersey here, guys. He played for Florida State in the same defensive first, next man up, everybody system that we got. Oh, look at his shirt, Scottie Barnes from. And before playing at Florida State, he played here. Anyone recognize that jersey? Oh, that's right. So listen, keep your eyes on this guy. I found him. He's not been released. Instead, Dash Balsa in the European League. He's still had a contract there, so there's an NBA, CBA clause that allows them to keep him rostered and keep the rights to him. So Detroit got Balsa from a trade that sent Plumlee and JT Thor to Charlotte. So keep your eye on Balsa, because if he does not come in and we're sitting on Scottie Barnes for the next 2 years, these guys are familiar with each other, and they both played in Leonard Hamilton's system in Florida State, which has a lot of synergy with what we're trying to do at the NBA level. Guys, that's all I got for you today. Enjoy the game. And remember what I said about Cleveland. Just because a team has what you would typically consider to be 2 starting bigs, centers, does not mean they're willing to trade them. Remember, it's all about the Larrys. Kawhi, are you flattered that you're like the Django Fett of the NBA right now? You're like the DNA model that we're striving for as a Raptors organization?
I don't even know where you're sitting at.
That's bullshit, Kawhi.
This is Chef's Kiss approved. Mwah!